What's going on today, guys? We're back with another video. This time I'm putting some protection parts on the Husky. As you can see, we got the Polysport ignition cover. It's a pretty nice piece. There's some blue accents on the bike, so I figured it wouldn't look too bad. Got the blue hubs, blue nipples, blue triples. So we got the Polysport ignition cover side installed. Takes about 10 seconds. 8mm socket, and then we got the Polysport clutch cover installed and water pump cover. Pretty good quality. They're pretty thick. People were saying some dirt can get trapped down inside, but I don't really have much of a gap because this isn't really designed for this recluse cover. It's designed for the stock cover, which is a little bit different shape. This was kind of tight going on, so it should fit actually a little bit better than the stock cover. Yeah, everything went together pretty well. Pretty happy with the overall quality of Polysport. I've used them on all my bikes in the years. We're also waiting on some swing arm guards. Big black piece that protects the swing arm. Both sides. Those are in the mail. They're on their way. The bike's looking pretty trick now. You got some Husky bling up here, both sides. We also got the speedometer installed with a custom 3D printed mount. It mounts in the bottom of this triple tree. There's a couple little screws. I don't know what they're even for, but they're blank on the Fc450, so I figured I'd utilize them. And it fits pretty good with the headlight. A little bit of contact, but nothing too crazy at all. Also got the speedometer cable routed down. These are pretty cool because they come already set up with the drilled and tapped hole for the actual pickup sensor from KTM, like the FE and the FS, I think, has a speedometer on them. Pretty sure it's the Fe450 and Fe250. But that was pretty cool. Trail Tech sells a replacement. You could just thread it in there, put your magnet on the other side. This isn't the magnet, but it's like a little circle magnet. I don't know if you can see it from here. But yeah, it's right there. It's your pickup magnet. Pretty cool piece to utilize. Also, we got the Chirby's fork shoe guards. These are like a must-have if you're out in the woods with rocks and roots. These get beat up down below here where your clickers are. It's something you should always have, especially if you're out in the woods. These just pop right on. Take out these two 10mm pinch bolts, and that's it. Torque them down. Also, we're getting rid of these Chirby's hand guards. These are pretty much like roost guards, I guess. They have the plastic mounting hardware, which is garbage in my opinion. One fall, these things will snap off. They are pretty flexible, but yeah, I don't think they'd last long at all, especially if you're out really ripping into it. They're better than nothing. We got some Cycra brush guards coming. They have the actual billet aluminum mounting hardware, goes all the way up here and clamps on, like these should have in my opinion, but they're cheap. They're like $25 or something. So we also got the WR out as well because it's like 55 degrees. Went for a little rip on this thing. I got some fuel stabilizer inside the carb and gas tank because out here in December, January, and February, we don't really ride any trails at all. Pretty shitty weather. Hate the winter time, but nothing you can really do about it. This thing still hauls the mail. Still a really fun bike. Just a lot more mellow on the torque and horsepower compared to this thing. This thing just rips. It's just a monster. This is still a beast, but this thing's a monster. Like, gotta be careful with it. So these are some of the current updates. I don't know if I went over the coolant temp sensor or not, but I got one of those installed. We're also going to put a fan on this thing. I don't want to overload this battery because I I don't know how much it's going to take to run the fuel injection and all that stuff. I think it's 70 watts the stator puts out, but then the bike's going to take like half of that to run all its components, the fuel injection and stuff. But we have a lot of room here for a digital cooling fan, which I have set up in the garage. It's just waiting to get bolted on. And there's two little bracket bolts right there KTM utilizes for the actual cooling fan. So yeah, it's a pretty trick bike now. Pretty happy with it. I was gonna sell it, but it's growing on me a lot. Really fun bike to ride. I just like the comfortability of it, the way you sit on it. The cockpit for me is like perfect. The suspension, I was kind of iffy with the air forks, but I actually love them a lot because I'm a little heavier. I'm like 210 pounds, and these are pretty stiff from the factory. And this thing is it just handles like a dream. It handles really well. It's really lightweight, 226 pounds compared to this thing. This thing's like 250. But you could definitely feel the weight difference between these two bikes in the woods. You know, 20 pounds makes like a huge difference no matter what you're doing or how you're riding. Pretty sweet headlight. So yeah, we'll keep you updated, but this is like a nice day out, so I figured do a little bit of filming. Haven't posted anything recently because we got wintertime coming. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share the video if you like. Thanks for watching.